Assalamualaikum
Assalamualaikum.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So today we thought we'd make a video on how we met, as so many of you have asked how it happened. So here we go.
Ya, hari ini kita akan buat video bagaimana kita bisa kenal, bertemu, sampai memutuskan untuk menikah.
So we basically met online. We used an app called Muslima. I used it for 3 days. After a while, I was like, this is getting nowhere. I didn't understand a lot of the people, and I thought I'm gonna stop using it. Then I came across Narita's profile, and it was in English, and it was quite funny. So I was quite surprised because she had a good sense of humour, and also she was pretty. So I read through it. You know, he said she was Muslim. She was the same sect as me, and had all the hobbies. And I thought, okay, this is good. She likes eating, brilliant. She likes films. She likes this kind of thing. So I thought this is great. But it was my last person to message because I thought to myself, well, I'm going to stop doing it now. So I sent a message about 10 p.m. and I just thought, okay, tomorrow, delete the app. We're finished. Then it came to 11:30, and suddenly I got a message. I was like, oh, okay, shall I look at my phone? And I was like, okay, let's look at my phone. Looked at my phone, and it was from her. Answered the message. Then fast forward 2 to 3 hours, and we're still messaging through the night. And then I was like, look, I need to go to sleep now. And then we decided that we would have a WhatsApp call the next day. And she told me it'd be a video call. And I was like, oh, really? I hate video calls. We don't do them in this country. No one likes being on the camera and it's awkward. But I said, okay, we'll do that.
Ya, jadi kita kenal online itu melalui aplikasi Muslima. Ini videonya. Jadi pertama kita kenal itu di bulan Maret 2023. Dia teks aku duluan. Itu di Indonesia aku baca pesan dari dia itu di pagi hari, karena saat bulan Maret 2023 itu lagi musim dingin di Inggris. Kemudian waktu Indonesia Inggris itu 7 jam. Jadi saat dia teks dia kirim pesan malam hari, di Indonesia itu pagi hari. Jadi aku baru buka aplikasi Muslimah, ternyata ada teks dari dia, terus aku baru balas. Sampai akhirnya kita chat di aplikasi Muslimah tentang banyak hal, kita membicarakan semua hal yang ingin kita ketahui satu sama lain. Sampai akhirnya kita memutuskan untuk pindah ke WhatsApp. Jadi untuk hari selanjutnya atau hari kedua aku yang ngajak terlebih dahulu untuk video call melalui WhatsApp, karena menurut orang Inggris video call itu agak menurut mereka kayak itu bukan hal yang biasa seperti di Indonesia. Mereka terbiasa kalau telepon ya hanya telepon suara, voice aja, nggak pakai video. Jadi mungkin dia dengan sangat terpaksa mau video call untuk hari kedua.
So it got to the next day, and I was working. So I had time at lunchtime for the WhatsApp call. And I was quite excited because we'd talked so much the day before, and she was very energetic, and she was very personable, and it was fun talking backward and forward when we're discussing things. So then it got to the call, and I was in the park. Then she answered the call. So remember, her personality is very bubbly. She's very good sense of humor, and then she answers the phone, and it's like. And I was like, "Oh, what's happened here? What have I done?" And she was very serious, but I think she was nervous. But she came across like,
No. It's not
"What do you
it's
want?"
not true.
And I was like, "Oh." So then we started talking. There was a slight language barrier at first because there was a delay between talking on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
There was a
did
bit
you
of lag.
remember it's so windy, right? When
And it
you're
was windy,
outside,
yes,
so it's
it
the
was very
signal
windy.
so
So we
terrible.
had
I
a bit
cannot
of
hear you
yes,
clearly.
that's it. Yes, we had a bit of a slight bit of communication problems, but then we discussed the important things. We talked about what are we doing on here, and it's like, well, marriage, okay, tick. Islam. Do you take it seriously? Yes, tick. Do you want children? Yes. So then we got three of the most important things to discuss as a couple out of the way. We're not waiting for later on when we discuss these things and suddenly there's a big shock or surprise. And then we said we would be a family Islamically. So when it came to decisions, we would discuss everything, but then the final decision would be mine because I would have to look at my duty to look after my wife and family. And we even discussed work, and she said, "Does she need to work?" And I said, "Well, if you want to, but you don't need to. I'm here to look after you. But if you choose to work, then your money is your money. My money is our money." So once you get those important things out of the way, then when you think about arguments, the arguments will be over silly little things. It won't be anything serious ever because all the serious things are already finished. So then we carried on with the conversation, and it went really well. And then after that, I think every 2 to 3 days we
Yeah,
did more
move
WhatsApp calls.
to Jimmy.
Well, we carried on doing the WhatsApp calls
Oh,
first
yes.
and texting, but then, as you said, we realised there was a slight problem with the WhatsApp calls because we couldn't really hear properly. And then we moved to Gmeet, and then suddenly we could communicate really clearly. We could then share the Internet Explorer, Chrome, and see what we could do together. And then we even watched K drama together,
Yes.
or Dracor, as you like to say, right? We even watched that together. So then we now suddenly, it felt like we were in the same place because we could see each other, we could do the things we like together, and all in real time. And then I think since that point, we spent a minimum of 2 hours a day every single day.
Ya, jadi untuk ke hari selanjutnya kita kan coba untuk video call pertama kali. Jadi waktu dia video call itu ceritanya di Inggris lagi musim salju. Actually it's spring but still there is snow ya.
I mean, it hadn't snowed for a long time.
Oh,
So it had been a
oke.
couple of years since it snowed, and it's not usual to snow in March. It's
Oke.
very bizarre.
Oh ya, waktu itu bulan Maret lagi salju dan dia itu teleponnya waktu dia jalan-jalan ke taman. Jadi dia lagi di luar di taman. Dia waktu telepon aku pertama kali itu background dia itu bersalju, semuanya penuh salju. Tapi itu cerah, di Inggris tuh cerah, mataharinya bersinar cerah, jadi sinar mataharinya kan ke wajahnya dia cerah kan, sedangkan di belakangnya backgroundnya itu salju. Jadi kan aku waktu pertama ngangkat telepon kayak agak ya nervous of course, agak terkejut juga lah, ini salju tapi kok panas cerah, terus ya it's like also because you look so charming also, right?
Like a
This
prince.
video.
Like an Arabian prince, right?
Iya. Jadi kayak terpesona, terus nervous, jadi kayak terbata-bata ngomongnya, ditambah lagi sinyalnya itu kurang jelas karena di luar sangat windy kan, jadi suaranya itu tidak terdengar jelas. Terus setelah itu beberapa hari kita video call, kadang waktu dia istirahat, makan siang, atau setelah dia selesai kerja itu kita video call hampir setiap hari, sekitar 1-2 jam kalau dia ada waktu luang. Dan tapi kita chat setiap hari, so we chat on WhatsApp every single day, right?
Throughout the whole day, we would
Yes,
speak on WhatsApp,
throughout
and
the-
then we'd spend my evening because it'll be your
Yes.
like late at night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then we'll spend all the evenings together every
Yeah,
single day.
every
So
single day.
we didn't miss. The only time we missed one was when I went
When
to.
you sleep.
No, when we missed a day
Oh, okay.
was when I came to Indonesia for the first time, which will be in another video. But
Yeah.
for the first, otherwise, every single day we would always, without fail, would always speak.
Ya, jadi setelah dari WhatsApp kita pindah ke Gmeet. Jadi kita pakai Gmeet untuk video call setiap hari. Di sana kita kan juga bisa sharing screen, jadi kita suka lihat drakor bersama-sama.
And then we met in, I think, I'm going to say March the 6th. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll say March the 6th.
No, that's two. That's big.
Is it two?
Yes.
All right. Okay. You can edit this bit,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
I will show the chat the first time you because I have chat,
okay,
right?
okay.
I have the screenshot of his chat, our chat actually in Muslim application. The first day you text me is on.
Women are better at dates than men.
Yeah, tapi sayangnya we don't
Yeah.
have the screenshot on our first time video call, right? Yeah.
No, because I think because it was just like we were both nervous a bit, right?
Yeah.
And we weren't sure. You don't have time to think about doing that
Yeah.
because you're just like, oh, what do we do? We need to like
Yeah.
talk about things.
Ya,
So that's why,
sayangnya aku
yeah.
nggak punya screenshot waktu pertama kali kita video call lewat WhatsApp, biar kalian bisa bayangkan sendiri bagaimana
But
pertama kali aku lihat dia dengan salju dan cahaya matahari yang bersinar.
so I think so. It was the 2nd of March.
Yeah.
By the 3rd of March, I think the intention was, yeah, we're gonna get married
Yeah.
because we discussed all those important things.
Yeah.
Then we was like, well, the intention is to get married, and by I think in 1.5 weeks, by that point the time had passed, I had told my brother that I intend to marry her, and I told my mother as well, and she was happy. And then they had a WhatsApp call,
Yes.
literally 1.5 weeks after we first met, and then once you introduce them to your mother, that's it. Your intention is there, isn't it?
Yes. Jadi setelah beberapa minggu, I think I also like about 2 weeks, yeah. I also tell my parents also, right, about you. Yeah, of course, first time my parents like a bit shocked. Yeah.
Because of bule, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I told them like one by one, not I'm like a day.
Yeah. And then and you showed the picture, and they were like, yeah.
Yeah. Also, you video call also,
I
right?
did,
with
yes,
them?
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
jadi
I
aku-
couldn't speak anything. I just said hello, assalamualaikum, and then I didn't know, but she knew English and she could speak
Yeah.
to my family, but I didn't know any bahasa at all,
Yes.
so I couldn't really say smile.
Iya, jadi karena alhamdulillah kita sama-sama muslim, dan alhamdulillah waktu kita kita chatting sambil kita bertanya satu sama lain, alhamdulillah kita memiliki tujuan yang sama, yaitu untuk menikah. Jadi kita memang melanjutkan komunikasi dengan tujuan untuk kepernikahan.
So after I spoke to her parents, and she spoke to my parents, essentially getting the blessing that they were happy what's happening. Then I planned the trip to Indonesia. I'd never been to Indonesia. I always heard of Indonesia, but I wasn't sure what it was like. So that was March, and then I had planned my trip to go to Indonesia in May. So literally 2 months after, tension was in to marry her, and I thought, okay, now I need to go and see her, essentially. And then that's it. Got everything ready, booked a plane ticket, and then went to Indonesia.
Iya, jadi setelah kita memberitahu ke keluarga masing-masing kalau kita memiliki rencana untuk tujuan ke pernikahan, akhirnya dia memutuskan untuk datang ke Indonesia di bulan Mei 2023. Jadi memang untuk tujuan dia ke Indonesia, so actually the first intention you go to Indonesia, went to Indonesia is for to see me and family first, right?
Yes.
And then after that,
And
for
to
the
ask your parents
decision,
directly, because I know I
yes.
spoke to them, but I wanted to ask them directly for your hand in marriage.
Ya,
Yeah.
jadi memang tujuan dia datang ke Indonesia ingin bertemu orang tuaku, bertemu keluarga untuk meminta restu untuk kita menikah.
So in our next video, we'll show you what happened when I came to Indonesia, and then when we actually got married.
Ya, Jadi untuk video selanjutnya kita akan sharing ke teman-teman saat pertama kali dia datang ke Indonesia, bertemu keluargaku yang di Indonesia, dan sampai kita menikah.
So if you want to see that content, please subscribe and follow, and we'll see you in the next video.
Ya, untuk video selanjutnya jangan lupa ya untuk subscribe, komen, dan like. Thank you everyone.
Dadah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam.
wabarakatuh. Bye.
Bye.